What is up, guys? North Digital Assets coming at you with another video. That was a pretty cool little intro there. That is Charles Hoskinson receiving a warm welcome in Africa. Pretty awesome. He's been in Africa for a little while now, over a week. He started out in South Africa. He was in Cape Town. Then he was heading to Zanzibar. Then he was heading to Egypt. He's meeting with heads of states all over the place, presidents, etc. Pretty awesome to see. He is definitely building Cardano, and that's what this video is going to be on King Cardano. That is what we're going to cover here. My #1 holding, North Digital Assets, 20 plus assets, including ADA, XRP, HBAR, VeChain, and CKB. We cover many other assets also. Covered some sleeper coins in a video the other day. All those sleeper coins, I mean, maybe one or two aren't, but the rest of them, I mean, most of the coins in that video have been exploding ever since I released that video a couple days ago. So that's pretty cool. We're just going to cover ADA in this video. I'm going to put out some more videos, but for everything I just said, click subscribe down here in the bottom right-hand corner to follow along with these coins during the bull run. Click subscribe below like normal. Let's dive into the chart on Cardano. So on the daily, I posted on Twitter a while back that if you put an eyeball right here, it looks like it basically looks like an alligator's mouth. This thing has been coiling and consolidating for a while now. I mean, we could measure this out, but like if you take it from here and you just stretch this across, I mean, that's 49 days. That's 49 days right there just across that section of consolidation and coiling up. I mean, it's getting pretty crazy. I mean, when this thing pops, it should really pop. Sleeping on Cardano is not smart. Chasing coins around the market is not smart. Selling your coins because you see whatever other coin running off is just not smart either. Usually when you leave your coin, and while I speak, Cardano's at 218. It's trying to break. It's been stuck at 214, 215 in that area, and it's trying to break a line I'm going to show you here in a second. But usually when you leave a coin and you chase coins around the world, right after you leave your coin, the coin takes off without you and starts making gains, and it goes back on its journey, and it's always in waveforms. It goes back on its journey. It doesn't just go like that and leave you in the dust, but what it does is it comes up and then it comes back a little, oh, I might not want to buy, I don't want to buy back into it, and then it goes up again, and then by that time it's too late. It leaves you. I mean, you can jump back in it, but you're losing at that point. Chasing coins, I don't recommend that. Not financial advice. You do what you want to do, but Cardano in every right in this bull run. Cardano, VeChain, HBAR, all of these coins are going to explode. They're coiling up, and Charles is running around, definitely making some moves for Cardano. So on the daily here, we definitely have like see here, we have definitely a triangle that we're creating. And we're getting close. We're getting close to the end of it here. I mean, there's not much time left on this. I mean, the end of October, if you draw it out this way, I mean, you're creating down here on the trend line, on the support, you're creating higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low. But when you're in this triangle, you're creating lower highs. So you're lower highs, lower highs, lower highs through here. So yeah, it's coiling up, boom, 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 coiling up, ready to move. And there's not much more time left. I mean, we just got to break out of this line here. This line looks to be at 219. The closer you get to the apex, when you're actually at this apex, roughly 214. Like sooner or later, you're gonna have to come out of here, find some support, and get ready to move. And we'll cover more on where I think it's going to move next. Let's remove the drawings. Let's go to the weekly. I want to point something out here. It's pretty important here. So what Cardano does, something that it does do is Cardano makes a massive run, and then it corrects back, and then it sits sideways. And this is on the weekly, remember. So every candle equals 1 week. So if you're just looking at this here, that's like 2 months. Eight candles, 8 weeks. It's like 2 months. Okay. So what it does is it goes on these massive runs, and then it corrects back down, and then it puts you to sleep. It kind of bores you, but it's consolidating and it's coiling up. And so this right here, what I have circled, this right here is when people start to call it a stable coin. They call it a shit coin. Oh, it's not doing nothing. Blah, 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 blah. It's just a bunch of noise, really. It's just FUD and noise. If we were talking utility, Cardano would be even way higher right now. I was doing videos on Cardano when it was around like $1.30 in that range, and people were saying between $1.30, $1.40. They were calling it a stable coin for months. They were saying it won't do anything. What did it do? It ran all the way over $3. Yes, it's corrected back down to this 218, but yeah, it ran all the way to $3.08. And that was after people calling it a stable coin in the 130, 140 area for a while. So that's what Cardano can do. It goes on a run, corrects back, and then it goes sideways. Then what does it do? Boom. See you later. Leaves you if you get out of it. Also, what I do want to point out is on this run here, this run that you can see on my cursor that it did, what it did, and I've shown this in the CKB videos. Look, it creates a flag just like what just happened in CKB, where that flag is a falling wedge, okay? And then you can measure out the flagpole and see the targets, right? So yes, it makes that run, has a falling wedge flag, and then you can call this whole thing. And since we're on the weekly, when you're talking about a pattern this big, like this is months and months of time. And so yeah, patience pays. It takes patience in this market. We're gearing up for the bull run. I saw a graphic the other day that the returns for Bitcoin in November are the highest out of any month. Like they're astronomically high for Bitcoin. The returns of Bitcoin in November. We have Plan B. We can go look at Plan B's page real quick. We have Plan B at 98K in November. Minimum. Those aren't his targets. Those were his minimums. And he just posted, when Bitcoin's in all-time high mode, color turns red, and it usually stays in all-time mode red for a couple of months. And we just got that red dot there. So that's one of his posts. So here's the original post. And this was on June 20th, a long time ago when Bitcoin was in the gutter and people were calling for 20K Bitcoin, etc. Here it is, November 98K. December 135K per Bitcoin. Until Plan B is proven wrong, I'm not going to argue with Plan B, not even close. I'm following along with this. So my point is, though, is that Bitcoin runs the market, it controls the market. So when we get those movements, right now we're coming in to Q4. We're coming into November, we're coming into December. But here, my point is, take a look at this. This is pretty interesting too. I think you're going to like this. Check this out. If you do pull the fib on this here, this run I was talking about, and then you have this falling wedge. So you set the 0 there at the bottom. You know, after it came up and makes this flag, you set the 0 here on the wicks, and then you set the 1 here. And where did it go? Where did Cardano go when you're on the weekly, when you're zoomed out? Look what it did. Like I've said in many other videos, the 2272. So it comes up, corrects back down, and creates that falling wedge flag pattern there. And then when it runs off this fib, it runs right to the 2272. And for how many weeks? Look, it hit the wick. It's almost perfect. Look, it hits it 3 weeks in a row. It's hitting it. It's trying to get through it, whether it's wick or candle bodies, corrects back down a little bit, and then boom, it's ready for its next movement. So all we're going to do right now is we're going to do a fib on current price action and see what happens. So let's move this here. And that's the same thing we have going on right now with this weekly. Here it is. You know, you run up and you're creating that falling wedge flag right here. Set that there. Set that there. You know, you're creating that same falling pattern. You can just call the whole thing a flag. But what happens when you pull the fib on this here? So we'll set it at the bottom of that wick there. Set it right there. So the 2272, $6. Your first target would be the 1618, which I've said in other videos, $4.30. The 2272, $6.09. So out of this pattern here, which is this flag and this pull and then this flag and then you fib it, $4.30, $6.09. It's coiling like I showed on the daily. It's coiling, and on its next move, it's going to be looking to go towards this 1618. Nothing happens overnight. These are wave forms. I've called for 7 to 10 on other Cardano videos, and that is from fibbing out the daily when we are more zoomed out. But right there, $6, and that's not the top. That's just a target. But when you're talking these waveforms here, this last fifth wave up in this bull run, Q4 2021, that only comes around every 4 years, this last fifth wave up can definitely be as big as the third wave that we've already had, as big as the first wave. And if that happens, then yeah, this $6 would be easy. We'll go to the daily. If you haven't seen my videos before, we'll go to the daily and we will just fib out like I've done to all these other coins. Real simple. Everything's on log scale. We had the top back in May, and we'll pull the fib on that. And we'll set it here. We'll set it there. And let's see, where's the 272? About $8. And like I said, when a coin is really hot, and there's historical data on this from the crypto market, from the charts, from the fibs that you can find, and they can run up to 30% past. I mean, they can blow way past it like Solana's going to do, but, 30% past puts you around that $10, even if you just come, 10% past that, $9. But, a lot of the time these fibs are extremely accurate, and I just showed you a fib that went, the first wave of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave that I just showed you, apparently that went right to the 272. I just did that today for the first time. Haven't seen that anywhere else. That exact flag that we started at the start of that bull run. So, I mean, that was, super accurate. And we'll see what happens with this 272. But yeah, $7 to $10 has been called by a lot of mainstream channels anyways. Some of the biggest channels, over 1 million subscribers, they've called for the 7 to 10, 10 to 13. Yeah, I mean, 30% past. I mean, I will be definitely looking to take profits up in this area. We have tons of indicators that are going to help us find the tops, and we're also going to be taking profits like 75%, 80% profits up in this area if we make it to this area, depending on the market, the sentiment, everything that's going on. Charles Hoskinson, he's just been killing it in Africa. There's the video I showed at the start. Receiving a warm, he says, I received a warm drum welcome. That was about an hour ago. Very cool to see. He's just running around Africa. New profile pic, he says. Pretty cool. I like his, I like what he chooses to wear when he's over in Africa. Let's see here. So he was on a farm. But yeah, he's meeting with heads and states left and right. And before Burundi, we had a wonderful meeting about the blue economy with with the president of Zanzibar. And yeah, he's just meeting with these presidents left and right. Gonna strike some deals, I'm sure, if he hasn't already. I'm sure there's gonna be more and more news coming out. Once he returns to the United States and he's back on his ranch and he can update us from his home and update us every day or every other day. If November is really hot and Cardano breaks out of that triangle pattern on the daily I was just showing you, and Cardano is really hot, and then news starts coming out left and right from Charles and from the Cardano team and from IOHK, and news just starts coming out left and right while Cardano's already hot, there's going to be people jumping in it, and it's going to run. And it's going to run even if that doesn't happen. Cardano's going to run either way. It's my #1 position for a reason. We are not in a full utility market. Obviously, we have things going like SHIB and Doge and whatnot. We have even some of the other dog coins are running. I have a couple of them, but yeah, we're not in a full utility market, or I would say Cardano was worth even more. Cardano will prove it in the long run. Cardano's the company that it's like calling Jeff Bezos from Amazon crazy when he was just doing books, that he was going to be worth, he was going to be the richest man in the world. He's doing books, selling books out of the garage, and it'd be somebody calling him crazy. To me, that's Cardano. That's why it's my #1 holding. If XRP moves a little bit here soon, which XRP should explode. If XRP moves just a few cents, though, XRP will take the #1 spot in my portfolio. So we'll see what happens with that. And just wait, guys. More patience. That's all we need. Cardano has already made a 27x since last November. It's already done a 27x. Still has room to run, but you got to think about it that way, that in less than a year, it's already done that. It ran up, came back down, it's corrected, it's gone back up over $3.08. That's more than a 27x from 8 or 9 cents. So yeah, it's got to cool off and consolidate, and that's what it does, guys. I showed you on the... We can go back to the weekly real quick. And like I said, guys, it makes this run, it corrects back, and then look, that's like 2 months of putting you to sleep sideways. Oh my God, it's a stable coin, and then what? Boom. And then look, sideways, sideways, makes one more move, corrects back down. That was, I believe this, yeah, this was all summer. This is an entire market correction right there. So that's not really a big deal. But I mean, we have the same thing going on right now. I mean, make a run up, correct back down, and then consolidate sideways. Make a run up, correct back down, and then make a run sideways. But then what happened? Boom. So that's what we're waiting on, guys. Love Cardano. Love how it's looking. Chart's looking fine. Not financial advice in this video. Please, I forgot to say at the start, please smash the like button if you made it this far. It helps with the algorithm, helps to get the content out. I put a ton of time into these videos. You can't just whip these videos together in 2 seconds between. I do a little bit of editing, not much. I mean, most of this I'm just doing it right here and now, but I do a little bit of editing, but between the processing, making the thumbnails, getting it uploaded on YouTube, all that, it takes a lot of time. Smash the like button, click subscribe below if you liked this video. Looks like, I didn't even mention this, the stock RSI's down here on the weekly. What's going on the daily? Stock RSI is ready, looking like it's ready to come up on the daily too. So we'll see what happens. That's it for this video, guys. Smash the like button, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about Cardano. Where do you think Cardano is going to go? Click subscribe, click my logo if you can see it in the bottom right hand corner. Click subscribe below, support the channel. It's free to support the channel. And that's going to be it for this video, and we will catch you in the next one. See ya.